Here on Ireland Innovates, we're looking at the factors affecting FDI in the post-COVID economy. And a country's ease of doing business has always been a huge consideration for investors. So in the new normal of the post-COVID environment, what's the main factor that's needed to persuade decision makers that it's time to invest again?
In IDA's experience of partnering with investors and client companies, there are key elements that are critical. One is certainty and clarity of the investment location. Two is an ecosystem that's supportive of innovation and talent. These are key elements and within Ireland's DNA and are reflected in the longevity and performance of the FDI sector in Ireland over the past 70 years.
The pandemic has shown us that we need to really embrace some of the disruption that we've seen and build out on that. So whether that is around our digital strategy, how we're gathering data, what insights we can provide from that data, again, how we secure that data and protect it from a cybersecurity perspective. These are all really, really critical things that we have to focus on. I think organizations as well are going to really be looking at their supply chains. So, during the pandemic, which supply chains worked? Do you have the right diversity of supply chain? Do you have the right resiliency of your supply chain?
Investment levels in 2020 were higher than any year before 2016. Investors really still need to invest, and their decision on doing so is really going to depend on what Europe can offer them. A relatively stable political environment, stable trade environment, stable regulatory environment, but equally a high-skilled workforce and a robust infrastructure. And that would include transportation, energy, and obviously telco. So I'm not so sure that they need persuading, but it's clear that they're going to make their decisions on where to and how much based on clear criteria and looking what's out there and available to them.
Where people are going to be investing is where they are sure that the rule of law is operating in good stead, that there is transparency, and that there is good governments and good diplomatic relations between countries and trading blocs. And so I think FDI is going to continue to do extremely well in places that are well positioned on those fronts.